What's up, crew? Kiwi here, and just wanted to, I don't know. I have no clue what I was going to do. I was just going to turn the webcam on and just be like, hi, hey, how's it going, sort of thing. Well, how's your day? But I don't know what I'm going to do. I think maybe, we could talk about, I don't know, vapes. For those out there that don't know what a vape is it's basically, it's a healthier way, it's a healthier alternative to smoking. People who vape, including myself, well, what the fuck was that? Oh. People who vape, including myself, obviously including myself, they use these to, Jesus Christ, he needs to calm down out there. They use these to overcome their addiction, and you know, get basically, it's like, it's an expensive hobby thing. Fuck. Definition of a vape is really hard to describe because I haven't actually looked up said definition, but there are several sites out there that like to put vapes down, and they like to say, oh, vaping's bad. Oh, it'll do this to your lungs, it'll do that to you, blah, blah, blah. But in all actuality, it won't. If you actually go to the proper sites that did actual studies, like proper studies, not like government sites that want to put it down because they want to snuff this out because they like keeping their cigarettes. Because cigarettes make more money. They make the government more money. And I'm not putting down our government. I mean, yeah, sure, our government's kind of faulty, but overall, we've kind of held our society together with duct tape at this point. Benjamin Franklin himself said we need a revolution every 50 years, and we're kind of 200 years overdue, give or take. But, you know, who am I to say what needs to be done and what doesn't need to be done? I'm not going to get into politics. I'm not a fan of politics. I don't like politics. Personally, I think if someone has a problem with someone else, I think they should just, like, hash it out. Like, back in the 50s, if you had a problem with a guy, you generally beat the crap out of each other and then went and got a beer. That's how my dad did it. Supposedly. I mean, that's what he tells me. Ah, my eye. No. That's what she said. No, wait, don't take it there. Anyways, yeah, a vape, what a vape is used for is, it's used for a multitude of things. One being, it's an air freshener. Because if you get something that smells really good and you vape it a lot, your room starts smelling amazing. Something a cigarette can't do. Second of all, it's a lot less damage on your lungs. A lot less damage. Like, I believe it's like, what was it, like 300, 200% less damage? You're the vape guy. Yeah. It's a lot less damage. Like, it doesn't have those 700,000 chemicals. Like, 70,000 chemicals. I don't know the exact number. But it has, like, it doesn't have all those fucking chemicals in it. It has, like, vegetable glycerin, propylene glycol, which is, it's a non-lethal additive. It is classified as a chemical, but that's two chemicals that I've named off. Okay, keep cigarettes over here. You've got nicotine, propylene glycol, and it's vegetable glycerin, right? Yeah. Just those three things is in this.
Plus the flavoring.
Plus flavoring, and flavoring is also always going to be like a mixture of different like artificial flavors, stuff like that. But we eat that in candy bars every fucking day. So, vapes have like 4 to 5 chemicals at most. Well, I think I'm not the expert on vapes. Don't take anything I say as, you know, fact. I just know for certain that it has a shit ton less chemicals. Oh, you got it looked up? Okay, what's that?
The last revolution.
Oh yeah, the last revolution was 236 years ago. Bing! Yeah, fact of the day. Anyways, America's revolution. If you're in like Canada or some shit, I don't know when you guys had a revolution, and if you did, I'm sorry for those you lost in the battle. I am. Like your ancestors and stuff. I'm sorry. And a moment of silence for those, please. I don't know how to end a moment of silence, but I think I just ended it. So we're gonna move on. I hope I'm not offending anyone, and if I am, I'm so sorry. I don't know how to talk to people. I'm actually I'm a bit of a social butterfly, but at the same time, if there's like a large crowd of people, I'm just sort of like, hi? I'm like really socially awkward, and I don't know how to respond to people. Half the time, I don't know how to respond to people at my work. Ugh. I just sort of joke around, and that's legit all I do at work. I mean, I work. I'm not lazy. I work, but I joke around as much as I can. So. Oh, and if you're wondering about the new shirt, I'm not wearing my traditional all-black shirt today. Oh, change. I know. It's scary. Calm down. It's okay. I will hold you if need be. I mean, I wish I could, but I'm just a guy on the screen talking to you. I comfort. It's okay. But yeah, it's my IckyCon shirt. I go to IckyCon every year. I get off topic a lot. I chase rabbits. But yeah, the IckyCon shirt it's from it's the 2015 IckyCon that I got, I think, this year. Maybe? No, last year. I think it was last year. I mean, yeah, in 2015. But the reason that I'm confused is because it's hosted on a New Year's, and it was hosted in. Oh, they actually did not put it on this one. They always put it on the shirt, but they didn't put it on this one. I think it's like Austin, Texas. Down here, maybe? No, not down there. Anyway, yeah, it was hosted in Austin, Texas, that year, and it was great. I had an amazing time. Loved it. I go every year, every single year I go there. So if anyone wants to travel on down to Austin, Texas, feel free. I mean, you can go ahead and do that. And I'm not saying that to like me. No, that came across really, really bad. I'm just saying, if you want to go check out the IckyCon, it's actually a really fun thing to go to. I just happen to go to it every year. And why a lot of people ask me, why do I go out of my way to make that long of a trip if I live in Lawton, Oklahoma? Well, it's honestly, it's a tradition thing. We actually went to our first IckyCon. We actually went to our first IckyCon accidentally, and whole story on that one too. Okay. What had happened was you see, we went down to Texas in order to go to a museum and have a family outing. What had happened at that moment in time was that we drove to the hotel. Okay, we drove to the hotel, and on the way to the hotel, when we got really close, we started seeing like some random people dressed up. My dad, in his infinite wisdom, I love him so much, I love him to death, said, we must be in the weird part of town. I'm just like, I can't really disagree, because it's a guy in a dress. He's from a different time, you have to understand. That's weird to him. But it's normal for me. I see people in weird clothing all the time. It's nothing new. I've been on the internet. I am desensitized. But then again, all internet people are desensitized to some degree. I mean, after Two Girls, One Cup, I'm pretty sure we're all desensitized. Yeah. That was a nightmare. Don't look it up. Trust me. You don't want to go. If you haven't seen it, don't. Just FYI, it's fake. I think. And I'm gonna stick with that one. But anyways, back to the story. We drove up, and we started seeing more and more strange dressed people, and then I noticed a person was dressed up as Sephiroth, and I'm like, that's fucking Sephiroth from Final Fantasy! What the shit Where are we? Let me the hell out. We park at the front of the hotel, and there are just gobs of people. Gobs of people just dressed up in all sorts of anime characters, freaking video game characters. It was nuts. It was awesome. I loved it, and I begged my dad for a solid 20 minutes to let me out of the vehicle. He did not want to let me out, but he eventually did, because you cannot contain the mind of a child. That's like trying to contain the power of a god. I mean, like, not to compare children to gods, but like, you get the idea. I mean, I'm terrible at analogies, but it's there, I guess. Yeah, we'll just go with yes and move on. But yeah, I rushed in and I fucking saw, first character I see is fucking Pyramid Head in all his holy Silent Hill glory, and it was amazing. It was my first con I'd ever gone to. I lost my shit. Didn't have a pass to go into the merchant's den. That's the word. I didn't have a pass to go into the merchant's den, and what a merchant's den is where they sell stuff. I didn't have a pass to go in there, and the reason you need a pass to go in there is because a lot of that stuff is like $1,000 or higher in there, and they don't want people breaking stuff accidentally. And believe you me, at a con, it happens. Even when people do have passes, it happens. But it lessens a lot of the damage that occurs at a con, and it lessens the amount of theft. Granted, people are still going to steal stuff, because people are some people, not all. Some people are stealing bastards, and they need to stop with their kleptomaniac tendencies. And stop that. Bad. But I'm pretty sure everyone at one point in their life has stolen something. I mean, when I was a kid, I took a candy bar out of a store on accident. It was in my pocket, because I'm like, oh, I'm going to buy this. Puts it in pocket, completely forgets while walking around the store, leaves with it, doesn't know what to do, panics, throws it. Oh, it was terrible. But anyways, yeah, that was the first con I went to. I loved it ever since, and it was in Austin, Texas. We took that trip because my older brother lives in Austin, Texas. He's ex-Marine, love him to death. He needs to get a sense of humor, though. If you're watching this, you need a sense of humor, bro. I love you to death, but come on. I mean, a little too serious. But yeah, friggin', we went to IkiCon and it was great, and yeah, that's where I got the shirt. I just haven't put it on for a while. Don't know why. Anyways, what did that story branch off of? I can't even remember. I think it was like from the vape. Yeah, the vape story. Oh god, we've been recording for 12 minutes. I got lost in stories. I'm sorry. I love storytelling. It's fun. I think I'll just call this one like story time or something. That's great. Anyways, yeah. But yeah, a vape is actually 1,000 times healthier than cigarettes. I mean, I hate that people bash on these because they're very expensive. And in the long run, they save you so much money if you're a pack a day or 2 pack a day smoker. Because if you think about it, this was $35, this was $90, right? Okay. Granted, that's over 100 value. Correct? Yes. Okay. We can all do math. That's good. This will pay for itself. Easily. Because the juice I get goes in this little tank. I unscrew this part and then fill it all the way up. Well, leave a little bit of air for, just space so it doesn't overflow. And the bottle of juice is like $20, $30, but that juice will last me like an entire month. It will last me an entire month if I'm smart about it. And the batteries are rechargeable, so you never have to get replacements unless it, breaks or the wrapping comes off, because if you don't get the wrapping on it, it'll blow up. Legitimately, the battery will blow up, but that's only if you're like being really stupid. And at that point, I think there's a word for that called Darwinism. I mean, it's a bad thing to say, I know, I'm sorry, but it's the bare naked truth. Oh, bare naked truth. But yeah, it is the truth. With some cheese on it. So yeah, anyways, yeah, that's all I wanted to say, because I was asked about I keep getting asked about a vape. Not online, but like more in person, because I actually go out and talk to people and stuff. Not saying that everyone stays at home. No, don't get that thought in your head. No. I'm just saying, it's whenever I go out. I mean, I don't know what you do when you go out. You may go party like it's 1988, but like, I don't know. You do you, sort of thing. I will always promote that. You being you, I always promote that, because if you're not being yourself, then you're lying to yourself. And you're lying to everyone around you. Be yourself. Don't ever let anyone stop you from being yourself, because I believe Dr. Seuss has a quote for that one. Let's see. No one is youer than you. Shit. One thing that is truer than true is that no one is youer than you. So I think that's the quote. I'm not sure. Because the people that matter won't mind, and the people that mind don't matter. That is a Dr. Seuss quote. I'm pretty freaking sure I got it word for word. If I didn't, I fail at life. I'm gonna live with that. But yeah, just be yourself. That's all I can say. Be yourself. Do you. Because I'm never gonna let anyone stop me from being me. Ever. Love you all to death, though. You guys matter to me. Oh, you actually have the quote. Thank you, my Oscar friend. Today you are you, that is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you. Yeah, that's the quote. And yeah, it's, I almost got it word for word, almost. I missed a few words, but it's there, yeah. Nailed it. Anyways. Life it in. When you were born to stand out. Hey, also, another good statement. There you go. Anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you so much for checking this video out, and I will see you, my crew, in our next video. Bye.